Welcome to another episode of the Triple C podcast. I think this is 27. So we have an almost full house of members with me, Rectangular, got Punker Mike, Michael Wisman, the DMC, Al Chang, and Cheney 180 is taking the night off. So our guest tonight is Augie's Dioramas. Welcome,
All
sir.
right.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So for those who are not familiar with Oggy, he builds fantastic dioramas, kind of under the radar until recently. John Connor bought a couple of your dios, and that's where I got turned on to your work. And so tell us about how long you've been doing the dio game.
It's been about under 2 years now.
Okay.
About a year and 8 months maybe. It's something I actually started because I wanted to do some things for myself or some figures that I had gotten or my wife had gotten me. And I started looking on YouTube and I found Elf Figures first. So I picked up some things from him. Then I started researching a little more and then, got interested and tried it, and, the rest is history.
Cool. So when you say you picked up stuff from him, you just picked up like techniques and ideas, not like what you didn't buy actual dios from him.
Right. I was looking to make something myself for what I wanted because I couldn't find what I wanted for my figures. And I learned some techniques from him. But I started out making bricks, and then took it from there. Then it kind of grew on me a little bit. I guess I was a little bit of a natural to it, and
Cool.
that's how I got started. Yeah. So basically, I did it just for myself at first, and then I put them out there on biostructure. My first ones. Actually, Al asked me to put the first one I made up there, and to show it off. And then everybody seemed to like it a bit. So, and that's pretty much how I started. And then I started seeing everybody else's work, and that got me even more motivated to do it. And then eventually, people started getting interested in my stuff. So,
Cool.
I figured out I can make a buck with it too.
Shoot, you got John Connor right down the street, bro.
Yeah, I know. He's probably one of my best customers right now.
Be like, yo,
Let me get that.
let me get that.
That's
I know,
right.
right?
That's right.
You
Real
gotta,
nice. He's a real nice guy, though, man.
Oh yeah, John Connor's slide.
you gotta
Cool.
you gotta run it by Big John real quick before you post it in Dio.
That's right.
See if he wants it first.
Yeah, I've done that already a couple of times. So you'll be putting up some stuff soon, I hope.
Nice.
Do you have an art background of any kind?
I've always drawn a little bit. I'm not the best artist, but I've always dabbled in it a little bit. I got, my brother draws pretty good. I have a sister that does oils and acrylics on canvas too. So
Nice.
I guess it's in the blood.
Cool. So you didn't go to school for art or anything like
No,
that?
no, not at all, man. Just scribble on paper and sometimes I started drawing Puerto Rican flags. Let's put it that way.
And were you a big collector as a kid, or you just started kind of collecting recently?
I used to have figures when I was a kid, but it wasn't because I was going out to buying them. Maybe my mom bought something for me here and there, or my dad. But as far as collecting lately, and it's more because of you guys.
Corrupted you.
Yes, yeah, it's become a bad habit now for me.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I don't think I would have amassed such a big collection if it weren't for ACBA.
Right. Yeah, I like them guys too. That's pretty cool. I want to get into that photography thing. It's something I'm watching from afar. Hopefully, I could get into that a little bit too. I got ideas in my head.
There you
Yeah,
go.
well, you got John Connor in Ampsburg and a whole bunch of
Right.
cats in the Chicago area. You guys can they can teach
Michael.
you. Yeah.
Michael with his wrestling figures and stuff too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have the one up on everybody though. You can actually build dios.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't
That's
have to
true.
depend on anybody.
That's true. Although ever since Connor put out that safe, I've been my schedule is pretty full right now for a little while. So
Money.
my thanks to John Connor.
Yeah. You get one of those pieces into the right hands and business starts booming, man.
That's true. I figured Connor would be the right guy, with him winning that
Oh, yeah.
trophy. So, yeah.
Well, hopefully you're spreading the wealth a little because Pharaoh Black tends to monopolize a lot of the dio builders for himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, right now, John is it's like I said, my best customer so far. So
He's
Well,
outside of
but
your
I'm-
house window shopping.
no, I haven't seen him in the neighborhood lately.
Well, yeah, when you don't have to worry about shipping, man. That's the best fucking
That's
part.
true.
I know.
That's
damn.
true. Right. I just
Yes.
got to drive and deliver it. That's it.
Yeah, as a customer, that's one thing that I'm worried about is having it survive the shipping process.
Right. Exactly, man. So many fragile. Anything could happen on the way there.
So
I could
go ahead.
a lot of bubble wrap.
Oh yeah, I downloaded a bunch of examples of your work, and this is I think the first or one of the first things that you built. And
that was like the third.
the third, okay.
Yeah, the first one was the one with The Walking Dead with Rick on it.
Okay. Yeah,
That was
this
my first bio ever.
This is pretty impressive. The door and the overhang on the door and just the window. It's really well done. What I'm assuming that's like action figure plastic there for the window.
Yeah, it's acrylic. It's
Okay.
very thin acrylic, so that was pretty easy to work with.
So getting the I understand you can score the cracks with a X-Acto knife, but how do you get the effect where it's kind of like
Like the bullet went through or something, or
Yeah,
a
or
rock
it's-
or something.
the opaque look? Do you have to like scrape it with a blade or?
Just use the X-Acto knife and kind of drill a little hole on it, and in a
Mhm.
circular motion, and then just kind of scribble some lines on it, and you get the effect.
Okay. So just scratching it with the blade.
Right, with the blade, just keep cutting from towards the hole in the middle.
Cool. The water tower. Is that the water tank made of foam?
No, actually, that's a bird house.
Oh,
If you turn it
tight.
around, you can see the hole in the back.
Oh,
Wow.
tight.
I just kind of make the wood look. I put the lines on it and scarred so that it would look like individual pieces of wood.
So,
But it's actually a birdhouse that I got at Michael's.
Diego,
Yes.
are you rolling around in a bag of potato chips?
Oh, sorry. I was fixing my headphones.
Okay.
Were your headphones made out of potato chips?
I don't know. Ask Apple.
So that's a wood sphere there, or not sphere.
Yeah, that's wood that I put together. That's just a couple pieces of wood cut together to make it look like that.
Cool. That
That was my early work, so I think I've gotten it a little better ever since then. That
oh yeah.
particular dial. So
Yeah, but still, I mean, the brickwork on this side is definitely really well done. I like that. That chimney is great, and that what's
Thank
it
you.
called?
A lighthouse or
Skylight.
not a light
Skylight.
skylight.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, skylight's great.
Yeah, the details are awesome. Even the little staircase and everything, or the little ladder going to the rooftop and everything.
Yeah, that one that was a little harder to do at the time. I didn't know as much as I know now. Let's put it that way. I've learned a lot from a lot of guys in this group.
That
And then
Coke sign,
biostructure.
was that a printout or you just do that by hand?
I printed it out and then glued it on there and then just weathered it.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, I'm not that good of an artist, so got to cheat here every once in a while.
There's Spider-Man for scale. Yeah, I have a bunch of these.
I guess that's
lights.
one of my first pictures, I guess. That's practicing.
And this one, I think, was this the Rick Grimes one you were talking about?
No, that I did for. It's actually I did that one so that it would go with the one with Rick Grimes on, and I put Michonne on that one.
Okay.
But you could actually use it for anything else. It's pretty much scale for anything.
The barbed wire. What did you use, like floral wire for that?
Just very thin wire, and I learned a technique from somebody. I don't remember the guy's name, but you kind of twist the wire to get around, and then you nip it with some nips, some pliers, and it gives you that effect. But I got pictures on how I did it in my Facebook page. But
Cool. Yeah, that looks really nice.
That shit's sick.
Like the
that was one of my later ones. That was like my. I've done maybe 3 more after that one.
yeah, the rust on that gate is really nice.
Like that brick
Yeah, the
walkway
brick
looks
work
tight.
on this is really nice.
Yeah, definitely looks weathered. Excellent.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's the look we were looking for.
Let's move on to some more recent stuff. You guys have any questions for Augie?
Oggy.
Oggy?
Yeah.
So here's one that you did for a Hulk, as like a Hulk statue.
Right. Yeah, when I started, I was just trying to make bases for some of these statues. So,
Okay.
and then, watching a lot of you guys and, other people, I started realizing that, these things don't move. I mean, they look good like that, but now I'm getting into, the articulation of these figures. So the more, the better, I guess.
Yeah, this excuse me, this statue looks really good though. I'm surprised more people don't use them, even though the whole name of the group is Articulated Comedy.
Right, exactly.
You don't remember that guy that was just posting statues for a while that he was photoshopping, and then you could see the dust on the statues?
Yeah,
He wasn't cleaning them?
Yeah.
This dusty ass statues.
You know? Todd was liking every one of those.
No.
He's like, look at the webs on that Spider-Man. Sick.
Bump. Shark
what I'm-
bump.
What I'm dreading now is a bunch of mediocre Doctor Strange photos that are going to be hitting the page. Now that the movie's out.
Everybody watch it yet or nay?
I'm going
Yeah.
tomorrow.
No, not yet.
Yeah, instead of watching that, I watched Suicide Squad yesterday at the $3 theater.
Mm.
I can't say that's going to be a better,
No.
No.
better way to spend your time.
It definitely
Nah.
wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but yeah, whatever.
No, not even close to as good as Doctor Strange was.
Oh, yeah, but you know, I wasn't gonna go see Doctor Strange. Fuck when that shit first comes out. Fuck no. All those chuckleheads in the theaters.
You didn't want to see all the dudes with their goatees ready?
Yeah, dude.
That's my first one right there.
Okay, yeah, this is the Rick Grimes one.
Right.
Wow.
Well, that's just the back wall, yeah.
I can only hope that my first attempt will look this good.
You'll never know until you try, Todd.
That's right.
Yeah,
I didn't know I could do this until I tried it. So
Oh.
that was a big Dio.
Todd, you could be like this secret fucking Dio badass and you don't even know.
that's
You
right.
just gotta let loose, dude.
Hidden talents.
Those windows. How do you get the fogged, the smoky look on the windows?
Just basically sandpapers. You know, scratch it up a little bit.
Nice.
Smart. Nice. So, are you big into Walking Dead?
Yeah, I watch it. Yeah. My wife is into it too, so we sit together and watch it. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, my girlfriend's more excited to see Doctor Strange than I am. You know, we're going with her and one of her girlfriends, and it's going to be because of Cumberbatch.
Girls' night out.
They're gonna be hooting and hollering at him or what?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Todd too.
They have their Sherlock cosplays all ready to go.
Yeah, I'm not big into Sherlock either.
Oh man, it's a good one with Benedict Cumberbatch. That's a good show. Sherlock.
Yeah, my girlfriend's big into it, but again, probably because of him.
Those are like that show is like a fucking movie.
Yeah, you really gotta pay attention too.
You really do.
Yeah, that's like Luther. It's another BBC show with Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot to mention this a while back, where I asked Wisman to remind me on one of the show on the podcast, but we just never got around to it. But I was looking for figures one night and came upon these old figures from the 80s, I think, or early 90s, and they were for a TV show that Idris Elba, his first acting gig, his first like professional acting gig was on this show, and it was called, I think it was called Space Precinct. And
you sure that was me? Because I don't know any of what you're talking about.
Well, all I told you was remind me about Idris Elba, and
and I was supposed to infer the rest of that.
No, you were just supposed to remind me so I could bring it up on the show. So anyway, and Idris Elba, for people who don't remember, he played Heimdall on in the Thor movies. So
Heimdall.
Heimdall.
Man.
So
Fucking Handall.
He played a handle in Asgard.
and he went on to play Nelson Mandela. I think he either won Oscar, or he was nominated, or one of those, or a Golden Globe. But anyway,
He was on The Wire or what?
Yeah, he was on The Wire too, and it was in The Office. So anyway, his first acting gig. Oh my God, you got to look up this show, and I don't remember which episode it is, but he plays a pizza delivery guy in space.
Shit, yeah.
And it's so fucking bad. I mean, just like the special effects and everything are dated as hell, but just the fact that he plays just like this total goofball. He's like a big imposing, like he has gravitas, and just to play this this total throwaway character, and they didn't even use his voice. Because it was all American. No, it was all American actors. In fact, I think it was an American show, and he had a thick British accent, and so they dubbed some other dude's voice over him.
Dang.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. You got to see it.
Yeah, 1994, Pizza Delivery Man on the episode Double Duty.
Yeah, go watch it on YouTube. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, you're so close though. That was his second acting gig.
Okay, well,
We don't talk about his first one. He wants to forget about that one. Hey, but Tuco from Breaking Bad, dude, he was a mail carrier on Gremlins 2.
huh?
What?
And he's all skinny, dude. He's like all skinny. And he's like talks like because he kind of talks all surfer, but in that one he talks like mad surfer. Because he's whistling like the little Mogwai song. And Billy Peltzer's like, hey, what were you singing? I don't know, something like Sting. So they're like all dumb like that.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah.
He's like, no, you weren't singing Sting. You're singing something else. Yeah, but that was Tuco. Little fun fact for you.
Oh, dang. Yeah, he swolled up.
Yeah, he swelled up even on Blood and Blood Out.
So this is the first one that I remember seeing that he made for John Connor. I'm assuming he commissioned it from you, right?
Yeah, he saw it on Biostructure, I believe, and that was something I was working just because I was bored at the time, and I had nothing going on at that time, so I right there I was still working on it, and then he if it was up for sale, and I said sure, dude. So
Nice.
yeah, that's the first piece he got from me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That red brick wall, the wall in between the cement, that really makes it look like a nice touch right there. I always.
It's like real brick and mortar. That shit's tight.
Yeah.
What'd you use for that?
Actually, wall compound.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I took the
wow.
wall and then just seal it in. So
And that doesn't like. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That didn't like crumble away. Like even like if it flexed a little bit, it wouldn't like cake off or anything. It was pretty sturdy in there.
Once it dries, it stays there, and then you seal it in, and it pretty much stays in place.
That's rad.
Because everybody was always doing the black, lining on there, and that quite didn't look real to me. So, I figured let me try and I think I've seen somebody else do it before I did it. So, and I thought it looked good. So, and I think it gives it a better effect, a more realistic effect.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude.
So I don't blackwash anymore.
Nice. Yeah, it pops more.
Sure. Yeah, these pictures are kind of out of order in my folder, but this is still a work in progress shot.
Yeah, the stairs
then,
were the hardest thing to do.
I bet.
Yeah, what was your process for making the stairs?
One layer on top of each other. One, half an inch, actually 1 inch foam, and then each other step is one piece of foam.
Like, how did you support it from the bottom?
It goes all the way to the back. The
It's
bottom
just
piece,
one solid piece is just layered.
right, and then the top one is shorter than the bottom one, obviously. So
Wow.
So it's one big piece. The bottom piece is the longest, and then so on until you get to the top.
Oh wow! Okay.
Damn.
And then a lot of glue.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So let's see. I just want to show the stairs and stuff before I get into the light process. That arch must have been a bitch.
It was because it's my first. So, like I said, I watch other people and then look at their work and steal their ideas sometimes. So, but it was a little challenge at first because it was my first. Won't be my last.
Isn't there like a top piece that goes above the arch, like something with like holes in it, right?
Yeah, there is.
Like a guardrail or something kind of like that.
Right.
Some type of design.
Right. That was the last piece that I did for that one particular diorama.
That looked like a pain in the ass.
Actually, it wasn't that hard. It was just a matter of using sandpaper and cutting the holes and then just kind of sanded it so that it give it that 3D effect.
How'd you make these spheres for the posts?
Those are wood. They came that way. I just painted them and then glued them on.
Wow.
I put a peg in between them and the foam and glued them in place. How to glue them in place?
Because it looks like they have some like concrete texture on them.
Right, of course. I kind of weathered them a little bit and scarred them up a little bit.
Okay, so you just did that with sandpaper. You didn't add any kind of like grout.
Right. No grout. Just scarred them up with the X-Acto knife and then just sanded them a little bit and then paint them and seal them.
Nice. So let me kind of get these lights. Find the first one. Let's see. Okay. So this is this paper or thin plastic?
That's an old credit card, Best Buy credit card.
Okay. Wow.
You got to use whatever you can find.
Sure.
So
you cut that up to make the outside of the lamp.
Right.
Cut it into
triangles almost, and then just kind of tape them together, and then once you fold that picture that you got there, then it becomes a square.
Gotcha. There we go. So that's what you make there. It's almost like a pyramid.
Right.
Trapezoid. That's what the word I was looking for. And,
there you go.
And these lights, I've never seen these at the dollar store. You have there we go.
Yeah, I was shopping at the dollar store with my wife and happened to see those, and first thing, believe it or not, first thing that came to my mind was doing light poles with those. So
that's tight.
Yeah, I gotta look for some of those.
Wiring them up was the hardest part.
Yeah, I bet. Do you have so you must have already knew how to solder and stuff like that.
Well, I'm a maintenance engineer, so I do electricity, and pretty much do all of it. So
yeah, cool. There we go. So you used like an old pen. What are these other plastic pieces? Where'd you find those?
PVC from the hardware.
Okay.
That's nice. Plumbing and plumbing. Use whatever you can find, like I said.
And this is like a action figure plastic.
Yeah, that's the piece of plastic from a box.
Gotcha.
Cool. Sometimes it's hard to find the props that you want, at least the way you want them. So, I try to see what I could come up with sometimes.
Make them shits.
Make them shits. That's right.
Dude, this shit is clean, man.
Yeah, we got it all painted up and wired.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's nice.
It's actually battery operated, so the batteries are inside the pole itself.
Oh, nice.
So you could actually move it around. Because at first I was gonna wire it, but then you could only move it so many places.
There we go. There's the final product in the Dio.
So rad.
That's John Connor's picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
He makes my dials look good, man.
Yeah, I was talking to him the other day on the phone, dude, and he's all stoked on all the stuff you got him, man. He's hella stoked on that stuff.
Yeah, I'm still working on some stuff for him too. So
I bet.
Like I said, ever since he put out my last one, my phone was going crazy for a while there, man. So that I can't thank the man enough. I guess I'm gonna have to make him something for free, man.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think we went over everything. The only thing I didn't go over is this park bench that must have been a pain in the ass to get all those shapes just right, all the same size.
At first, yeah. Once you did the first one, the rest are easy. So that was just something that needed to go on the one, the one that Connor bought for me first. The stairs. It needed a bench, so I couldn't find any on eBay or anywhere else. So I said, I guess I got to make my own.
Yeah, I found one on eBay a few years ago, and I actually bought it from somebody in Israel.
Mm.
I was surprised that it survived the trip,
Oh wow.
but yeah, it's pretty nice. I think I paid like $20 shipped for it or something like that.
I'm gonna be making more of those live posts pretty soon too.
Nice.
I'm gonna need one.
There you go. That's why I'm putting it out there, man.
Yeah, I need a bunch. That's why I got to figure out how to. I got to find those lights.
I probably bought them all, at least here in the city, because I got a drawer full of those. I just haven't had the time to work on them yet.
So here's a stack of money that you made.
Yeah, that's my first stack. That was that was my first stack. That one's got the same on both sides. It looks the same. So I made some new ones since, and you got the back and the front.
Is that you following Bobby Odd's recipe or?
Actually, no. I kind of where did I get that idea? I don't know. If I think I saw it somewhere, and I figured, okay. I don't remember who I got it from. Yeah, I did get it from somebody though, and then copied it off the Google Images, and then cut it and sized it for the 112, and then really just put them together. They're time consuming though, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, round 2 of the World Championship tournament's heist, so everybody's gonna be hitting you up for a bank vault right now.
Right now, I got about 4 that I got to work on.
That's not even right, man.
Yeah, I'm not even looking forward to that though, because that took some time.
Oh yeah, that door, so intricate.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that door again, man. They're getting a flat door from now on.
Just the wheel on it.
Just the wheel on it.
There we go. This I think this will work now. There we go. So just a lot of ruler and compass.
That's right.
Work.
That's right. And hope for the best.
This is a great design.
Google Images, man. You find almost anything there.
I wonder if like a cookie cutter would work for certain shapes.
Good idea.
They do. Actually, they do.
Not probably as sharp though, as far as the angles.
No, but
to get the indentation, once you have the indentation, you can just go over it with the blade easy.
yeah.
I actually didn't cut that one. I just kind of, did the indentation and left it like that because I didn't want it to go too far into the foam.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even use the blade on those. On the floor, on the marble floor, yeah, the tiles, but not the star itself.
Yeah, the marble effect you got on the floor is fantastic. It looks store-bought.
Cool, thank you. That's that's because of my job. I paint too, so
more stacks of cash.
Damn, this Dio stuff is right up your alley then, man.
You're right, exactly.
Yeah.
It helps, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the wiring and stuff like that. And the painting.
That money that must have taken some time right there.
Takes a little time because the pieces are so small, and I got big hands, so it's hard to keep things stacked up and glued up so you could glue them. But I already got a few people that want some of those too. So it's like, okay, get in line, everybody.
Yeah, I made a sheet of money once, and I had to cut them all out individually. And that was like 2 years ago, and I never tried it again. It was just
I went and bought a paper cutter, one of those that the teachers used to use in school,
slice
big
away.
with the big old blade, and just slice
Yeah.
a bunch of pieces about that same size, and then cut them with the scissors.
Yeah,
the rest
yeah.
of it.
But
Makes it a little easier, a little faster.
it's still, yeah.
But it's
Where'd
still
you get
time
this?
consuming, man.
Where did this case come from? This case is awesome.
Secondhand store. It happened to be in one of those little packages where they got all kinds of things mixed together, and the only thing you like is one thing in the whole package, so you got to buy the whole package.
Oh man, it's like every time I go to the thrift store.
Yeah, the grab bag.
Right. The grab bag, exactly. And always, it's always like that. You only like one thing in the whole bag.
Dude, I'll take it to my car and just freaking take the one thing out and then just like donate the whole thing back. I don't want like a bunch of Happy Meal toys, dude. What am I gonna do with this shit?
Yeah.
Some nice insight into your process, looking at the sketching it all out.
Yeah, that was the beginning. Connor has sent me a picture of the boat door that looked just like that, and then I just kind of put it on the computer, on the put the image on the computer, and then I kind of zoomed it in and out so that I could get the right scale.
Cool.
Imagine someone
Put Spider-Man. I put Spider-Man in front of my computer screen and then zoomed in and out until it was the right size, and then copied it right off the screen so that I could get the right size.
Imagine somebody coming across this sketch that has no idea that you're gonna make something.
Yeah, they're gonna be calling the FBI.
They're like, hey, what do you got going on, bro?
Got some heavy counterfeiting here and some heist work going on.
All right.
Ocean's 11 shit going on.
I know, yeah, the Dio of a heist.
Pretty much, right?
John Connor was like George Clooney approaching him.
Yeah, so when people complain, if people complain that they don't like the heist theme, they have me to blame for that, because when I saw your Dio, that came to my mind. Like, there's so many different ways that could be interpreted. It doesn't.
That's right.
It doesn't have to be a bank heist. It could be all sorts of different things. So.
So where do we drop those complaints at, you said?
No, the heist one's the only one I like. That's the only one I really like. I'm like, all right, I can fuck with that one.
Yes, it's really.
That's awesome, man. And actually taking the time to make a blueprint of it.
Mm-hmm.
I just wing it.
Well, the blueprint was pretty much so I could get the scale right.
Right.
And send a picture to Al. You think this is good enough? And he said, that's on point. So
What?
and then the rest.
How hard was it to cut that circle?
The circle itself wasn't hard. It was, you just used one of those spring compass, with the pencil in the point, put the point in the middle, and then cut it to the right size, and that was easy. The hardest part was the piece on top.
Oh, this like letter C.
That hinge.
The hinge. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like a bitch.
Oh, yeah,
Is that a
'cause it
separate
curved down
piece?
in the back.
Yeah. How did you do that?
Sandpaper, man. Just pretty much cut it. Cut it just a little over the line that you want, the thickness, and then just start sanding it down.
Jesus.
Well, it's crazy because you look at it right here, and then when you look at it when it's painted, it doesn't even look like it's foam. It looks like it's plastic or some shit.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's good. That's what I was going for.
Yeah. That's money.
Took it to another level.
That's right.
Man. What is it? What kind of sandpaper do you use? Like the grade of it?
I use different kinds of sandpapers. You use the sheets, regular sheets for certain parts of this foam, and then those blocks that they sell that are flexible.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't tear at the foam at all.
Different grades of sandpaper. You know, at first a little rougher, and then just cut down, just like if you were doing a car or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never messed with foam, but in the custom that I worked on, the automotive sandpaper works really well. You know, that fine grit.
Right. The wet and dry sandpaper works pretty good sometimes. For the fine, especially like for this, because you want it to be pretty shiny, pretty much. So
Yeah, you don't want thick sandpaper because then leave all the scour marks and shit on it.
Exactly. So gradually, you know, use thinner and thinner sandpaper. A lot of sanding, that's for sure.
And then having
a lot of
dust. You like? Do you put primer on it? Is that what this is? Why it's white here?
No, it's just the camera, man. That's all my pictures were with the phone, so depends on the lighting. Depends on the lighting in the room at the time.
Okay.
But it's actually pink.
No way.
What I'm most impressed with, which we'll get to eventually, is the beveled edge that is on the front here. That must have been just an amazing amount of sanding and, you know, checking it, make sure it's gonna match up with the other piece.
Utility knife with a long blade and cut sideways, all the way around, little by little, and then sand. Always cut, you know, beyond the line that you want, and then sand until you get to the line.
Yeah, same way with sculpting. You
Right.
know, always put extra sculpt on there and then just sand off the excess.
Give yourself room for air.
What are these these rings made out of?
The rings are PVC piping from the hardware, different sizes, and then drill some holes through them so you could put the little wooden pegs in there.
Oh,
that took a little while to get the holes in the right. I don't know how many rings I made and how many I threw away before I got the right one.
That looks totally legit. I love these little tacks that you use for the rivets too.
Yeah, those are paper fasteners. They come apart in the middle.
Okay.
You put it through the paper and then you fold it up one to one side and one to the other. But they're
You got
real
the
small.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good
I just
thing.
happened to run into those. I was looking for something to use and just happened to run into those. And these will be perfect. The only thing, they came in all kinds of colors, so I had to really paint those.
Nice.
Cool.
I didn't get them all silver, so they all came pinks and blues and purples.
Wow. So this is the beveled edge that I'm talking about here.
Right.
And
Inside, I mean, God. You must have been breathing foam.
I almost gave up on this boat. I don't know how many times. Man. It's like, I don't know if I could want to do this thing.
I give up.
I almost called John a couple of times. Hey, man, I don't think I could do this for you, man.
Did you have to do this more than once? This piece?
No, actually, that was the first one. So I got lucky. But like I said, a lot of sanding, man.
Yeah, I can see your sandpaper over here on the right.
Yeah.
John just gets a PayPal notification at night. You got a refund.
Yeah. Well, he was okay, man. I didn't charge him until afterwards. So
Yeah, you had to make sure you could do it.
right, exactly.
Yeah, this is, out of all the dives I've ever seen, I've never seen anything like this.
Super complicated.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Especially out of foam, man.
Oh yeah.
Like
It's like fully functional. It's almost like.
Yeah, the wheels turn.
shit.
It's amazing.
Yeah, John was telling me, he's like, yeah, the wheels turn. I was like, oh, like the gears and shit open up? He's like, no, it's not that crazy. Because I was going to say, damn, dude, no way. It's functional?
He put the phone next to it. Yeah, listen. Clink, clink, clink.
I know. I was just like, fuck, dude. Dude got
Fuck, I
down.
unlocked it. Hold on, I'll call you back.
You hear the tumblers going? Clink, clink.
Got an alarm in there and everything.
I know, there's a combination.
You know, I did think about putting an alarm on there, but I couldn't figure it out, man.
Oh, dude.
Fucking the police are there like 5 minutes after the alarm goes off. Knocking at John's house. You didn't disarm it before you started posing them shits.
That's right.
I need to get some of these
Pin vice.
hand
Or-
vices. Yeah.
The grills.
That's right. Pin vice? No,
Yeah.
that might not be the
Those
right
come in-
term.
Yeah, it sounds good. Let's go
Sounds
with it.
good to me. They
Sounds
come in
fancy,
handy, man.
Pocket
Oh,
drill.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember what
Pocket drill.
I'm not understanding what these are for.
That was for the door, the inside door, the bars on the inside that.
Okay. So,
So
this is
I had to drill.
the rails.
That was the beginning, right? And then the little holes is so that you could put the little. It's in it.
dowels. Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
a
this-
precise measurement.
I got lucky, man.
No,
That's
there's
skill.
luck and then there's
As you know what you're doing.
yeah.
Taking your time, not rushing it.
No, you're not going to believe it. He just threw the wood on the floor and it fell like that.
Yeah.
Threw it up in the air and it just came out like that. Yeah.
Luck is like if I fucking put two paints together and hope I got the right color.
Now, did you brush all the paint on, or did you spray? You have spray paints.
I did both actually. I brushed first the gray. No, the gray I sprayed on the primer and then brushed everything else on.
Okay,
The gold.
gotcha. I was gonna say you don't ever use an airbrush, do you?
You know what? I have a compressor and a couple of airbrushes, and I've used it maybe once, and I got to get into it a little more because it'll save me some time.
Yeah, this is amazing. Very cool. So you can take pictures from both sides. It's really cool.
Right. You could take some of the walls off too, so that you could get different angles. I'm trying to make things so that guys like you guys that like to take pictures, could use them
That's what it's
from
all
different
about.
angles. Right. So I'm learning.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm learning from you guys and what you guys need. So
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to show up on camera very well, but you got like a little code pad here.
Yeah,
like
the keypad.
Keypad cipher lock.
Yeah.
I got lucky on that one. I found somebody had thrown away a Batman toy, like a little dial, plastic, and it just happened to have that little piece on it. I cut it off and painted it and put it on there.
There you go. There's a picture of it.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that came from a plastic dial that I found in the garbage can. It was all blue.
And these doors turned out pretty nice too.
Yeah,
so-
that was. I think that was like my favorite part about the die. I mean, the door was sick, but the inside, the actual.
Like the lock boxes?
Yeah.
The safety deposit
There's
box.
Oh, there you go.
Deposit
Safety deposit box.
That was like the icing on the cake when I saw John post a picture.
About 400 nails, gold nails.
Damn.
Cutting out all those labels for the boxes must have been a bitch too.
Actually, my wife gave me the idea because I couldn't figure out how I was going to do those numbers. And she goes, go buy 3 books that are the same and take the number from the pages.
Oh,
Oh, that's rad.
So that's how that came about. So that was her idea. I got to give her credit for that. Because I was breaking my head. How am I going to paint these little numbers on here?
And so soon your wife's gonna be making dios too.
That's
She
tough.
actually makes furniture, doll furniture. So
Oh hell no!
Oh, shit.
Family business.
That's a
yeah,
game
right.
on.
Her work is actually really good, man. I'm impressed myself. So
That's amazing.
they look real.
And then, are these
See those little nails? Those are little nails, and they go. Those are about 400 of those.
damn.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's a better picture of them. Almost all of them in. So nice.
Yeah, that's nutty, man. That's crazy.
Here we go. They got a figure there for scale. Very cool. Love that floor. My dad was president of a couple banks, so I've actually been in bank vaults before, and this is very on par.
Cool. Cool.
Very cool. Where'd you find these gears over here on the left?
Michael's
Okay.
little package full of different sizes, and I just kind of glued them on there to give something, at least on that side of the door. Could have done more with it, but you know, I think I had it done enough for it already. So
And the nice final touch with the little security camera there on the corner.
yeah,
Love
there's
that.
one on each side of it.
Awesome.
Sometimes you can't find the props that you need, so you know. Luckily, I've been able to figure out some of these things. So now I'm making props too.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Now, did John ask for these other props, or did you just come
You know
up with
what?
that?
What's funny? When he asked me, he just asked me for the door.
Mhm.
So it would have been just the front of the door. And then I called him when I was pretty much done with it, and I told him, "Look, we could do more with this. You know, I could give you 4 walls in the inside of the door." And
Yeah.
like always, hell yeah. So
Nice.
and he got some props with it. So
All right. So now I'm going to show the pictures that John took with that.
yeah, he makes my dioramas look a lot better than they are, man. That's for sure.
That photo with what is that, Lupin?
Yeah, here we go.
pushing the door.
Yeah, pushing the door.
Yeah, that was really good.
Gives it a sense of weight.
Right. Yeah, he did that really good.
Hold on, let me.
I've been stealing his pictures. He just doesn't know it.
There it is with him pushing the door open.
Yeah, that. Like I said, he makes my stuff look a lot better.
Yeah, that's the thing about ACBA artists and the dio builders, where it goes hand in hand. You guys, dio builders, it's a business for you guys, and dio builders are an asset for ACBA artists. And the better the artist is, the better, the more free marketing you have from the pictures that they take.
Right.
So
Right.
you just, you take your customer's picture, you put it up on your, whatever like page or Instagram, and all of a sudden everyone's like, holy shit.
Yeah, and then you get
I need one now.
yeah, and then you get people wanting to buy this figure. It's got those toe joints, really, showing off, what you can do with that figure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm loving the pictures. I got to get into it myself, buddy. So I'm trying to learn.
Here's the other one that you did that John made good use out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some cool figures.
Yeah, I like those guys. I forget their names.
I've never seen the show.
Yeah, neither have I.
Lupin the Third is classic, man.
Lupin, that's what it is. Yeah, Lupin.
I've been wanting to rewatch it. I haven't watched it since it was on Toonami when I was like in junior high.
Yeah, it's a classic one. Actually, the one of the movies, The Castle of Cagliostro, was it was a movie for Lupin, but it was one of the first movies that Hayao Miyazaki directed before he started doing like a lot of his own stuff.
Uh-huh. What is it based on? Like, what are they? Are they like
They're thieves. It's this guy,
okay.
and then I forget all the names, but this guy and the bearded guy are friends, and they're like thieves, and they're always trying to do like some goofy shit. And then there's a police officer who's like always on their tail, but nobody like ever believes the officer or anything. So
Gotcha.
and then the girl is kind of like you guys seen Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
You know how Faye Valentine like works with them, but then sometimes she's like,
Yeah.
Okay, it's a similar thing. Like the girl,
Okay.
the redheaded girl's like that.
The one that people use is Black Widow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's perfect for it then. That bank heist.
So Oggy, what kind of figures do you collect?
Right now, I just a lot of the marbles. I'm trying to get it. I don't know how you guys do it as far as buying as much as you guys buy, because I could only buy like one at a time, maybe two. But I got some marbles, and then I got like Jason and Evil Dead and stuff like that. But yeah. But I'm beginning to like everything, because the more I watch you guys and the more I see what's out there, then it's just money wise. I can't afford it like you guys could sometimes. I don't know how you guys do it.
Coupons, hustling,
Coupons.
EBT.
price match, man. Price match everything.
Oh yeah.
Going to bed hungry.
Oh wow. Yeah, but it's growing a little bit. I mean, I got a lot of catching up to do though.
Were you have you been a comic book reader at all?
Not really, but I got a brother that collects comics. He's got thousands and thousands of them. I think he's last count was over 30,000 comic books. So
Damn.
So pretty average collector, yeah.
yeah. I think he's got every series complete, pretty much.
Damn.
Are you looking forward to Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to take my 12-year-old. He wants to go see it. So I haven't seen it yet. I could watch it because I could watch it, stream it, and watch it here in the house. But it doesn't look that good right now. So I'd rather watch it at the theater. So
yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
Who knows? Maybe good to me.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Was it? Cool.
Yeah, I've seen it twice.
Damn, already?
Oh, wow. That good, huh?
That's just today.
That's not that bad. For when Civil War was coming out, I was basically watching every version of that dropped before the movie came out. I even watched Civil War in Spanish like 2 times.
What?
Yeah. Well, I speak Spanish, so it wasn't too bad. But then watching it in English and seeing it, like a lot of the jokes were different, was kind of weird.
Dude, I wish I could go to the movies like that.
No, I was at home.
Oh, what? Okay.
My neighbors.
Nah, Wishman's like the kid from Last Action Hero, and he's just always at the movie theater.
I know, right? Is that golden ticket?
He's got that golden ticket, and that old man's his best friend.
Well, that's not too far off, yeah.
Funny.
I'm glad I'm not emotionally invested in the character, so it's not like, you know, I'm going in with no expectations. Just want to see a good superhero movie. That's it.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. That's the one that's coming up soon, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess the trailer just dropped for that. I'm pretty excited. You know, I watched like the trailer that came out previously. I watched like half of it, and I was like, okay, I don't want to watch anymore because it's going to give away too much.
I was gonna say, no way Todd watched that whole trailer.
Yeah.
Well, I think this Wonder Woman movie is kind of like her origin, right? Well, not origin, but I mean, like, you know, her introduction or whatever when she joined the world.
Yeah.
Linda Carter better make a cameo, dude.
Oof.
I think it's like flashbacks, no? She's like thinking
Should be
back
your
on
mom or some shit. That'd be tight.
I don't know.
it. She holds up that picture.
The new trailer looks really good, though. The first trailer I thought was whatever, but this new trailer that just dropped recently made it look really cool.
Yeah.
All right, don't spoil it for me.
It's gonna be better than Superman and Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the trailers definitely look way better than all the other movies they've done so far with that.
Yeah, looks like the content is pretty solid.
Yeah, even though the Gal Gadot looks like a stick figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what gets me too, is all the people who, even still, like, because no spoilers, but in the new trailer it shows more action. You know, like she's doing some crazy cool stuff, but it's all like CG, like her flying around and doing shit. You know, and then people see that and they don't think about it, and they're like, yeah, she really got strong to do that stuff. It's like, dude, that's fake. Like, she's not stronger. She's still a stick.
She refused to eat sandwiches, dude. They're like, you got to sandwich up, and she's like,
Yes.
Like, they have her on what was it, Jimmy Kimmel, while they were filming the movie. She like took breaks to be on Jimmy Kimmel, and she's tiny, you know.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
people
that's
are just so fooled by the CG and whatnot. Like I literally heard people when Batman vs Superman come out like, no, she got real strong. Did you see when she jumped into Doomsday? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That wasn't real, dude.
CGI is that good now? Fuck. Or are people just that high now?
Yeah, too much internet, man. They're like the people from Batman Forever when Jim Carrey's like sucking their brains out through the TV.
Oh my God.
God.
That's Hollywood, man. There's somewhere Jim Carrey's just sitting there.
Oggy, did you watch Luke Cage?
I haven't gotten to that show, man. My time, I don't have the time sometimes to watch that. So, but yeah, it's something I'll be watching soon, I guess.
Nice.
Maybe I could watch every episode if I wanted to, but
Yeah, it was good. I'm really looking forward to Iron Fist.
yeah, that one's one that I'm looking forward to.
When's it supposed to drop? Like in March or something? You guys know?
I don't remember. I know they put out a trailer for it already.
So Oggy, I got
Yes.
a question for you. So, do you have any dios, or if you can, you know, make the time to make your own dio, what would it be? Like the dio that you would, you know.
Wow. And that's a good question, because I mean, I have a lot of ideas in my head, but one particular one, no, I guess I haven't thought about it yet.
No.
Nothing from like a
But-
movie, like one of your favorite horror movie, or like
Yeah.
if you have a favorite horror or something like that.
Maybe The Exorcist.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Maybe the staircase and the priest in the bottom, maybe.
No. An interior of a home.
Yeah.
That'd be tight.
No, come on, man. Strip club.
Man, get Stan Lee in there, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe Jason. I'm thinking of doing something for Jason.
Tight. Just do the whole Camp Crystal, like all the cabins.
Yeah,
Lake.
I don't know.
Functioning
know.
lake.
Fuck yeah.
seems like my dial's been getting bigger and bigger lately. So
Okay.
I'm working on something right now, and it's coming up pretty big too. So
Nice.
just to get the right scale, it's taking up a lot of foam. Let's put it that way. Foam and wood. It is because the guy asked not to say until we reveal it. So
Nice.
It's an airport with a functioning runway.
Fuck. Have you guys seen those videos though? Those miniature airports.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
with the scale, yeah, they're a lot smaller.
Yeah,
with the flying airplanes.
yeah.
Landing.
That shit is insane, dude.
Cool.
When I get a home though, I'm gonna build a fucking mini city in my garage, man. Like Boog has a mini New York in his room.
Kinda. It's a lot of
Pieces.
and finicking there.
Yeah.
Now, J Riv City.
Yeah, now there you go.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make something for myself for a couple of figures that I got, Predator and Alien. So that's something
Nice.
that I'm working on, or at least I got some parts already done, but I can't finish that because I'm working on some other things. So
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you were, if you ever thought about doing a science fiction display, since so far, all your stuff has been pretty urban.
right. Yeah, I mean that's exactly. I mean I like the science fiction. So yeah, that's something that I want to get into. Yeah.
Or I'd like to see your take on like a Ninja Dojo or something like that. That shit would be tight.
A ninja dojo. Yeah, I gotta get the Bruce Lee though first, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great figure.
But it's been done quite a few times already, and I kind of like doing things that nobody's done before.
Strip
Yeah.
club, man. I'm telling you.
Strip club, huh?
You know?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I've never seen anybody do that.
Just don't make sure it goes into the right hands though, dude. None of those pervy guys. Someone that'll be
Using-
respectful, bro. Not nasty and pervy with it.
How come all these strippers look like 12-year-old anime girls?
Why is freaking Kevin McAllister in every strip club scene? All those pervy guys that do the fucking Kevin McAllister like child porno fucking shots on Instagram. Like, come on.
Yeah, Freddie
Knock that shit
Mercury,
Woody.
Bruce Lee,
Yeah.
Woody. No. Oh
Yeah,
god, you're gonna have
that's-
Woody, like Woody's head on a naked body or some shit.
That stuff is crazy, though, man.
I hate those, man.
Oh man. I just shattered a bald eagle.
I'm
Any
sorry.
advice on how I should get into the photographs thing, man? I need to buy me a camera, I guess, first, right?
No, just something good enough. Like that's it starts off as a misconception. People think you need a good camera, and then it eventually people who don't get beyond that, it turns into an excuse. Like
Mm.
oh god, I can't remember the name, but this guy put a picture the other day, and it was real bad. Like all around, it was just real bad. And someone was telling him to work on his posing, and he had said, "Well, I just need a better camera, and it would have looked great." And it's like, no. So just a lot of people use their phones even.
Yeah, that's all I've been using. That's all I've been using on all my pictures so far, as far as the dioramas go.
I don't know how people get such clean pictures with their phones.
John Connor. He rocks his phone.
Dude, I don't understand, man.
Dude must have super steady hands.
Or
Tripod.
they have those new inventions called tripods. You know what?
but-
Probably even the best thing for you, just see if you can hang out with John. Let him go up into his dungeon attic and
Get a couple lessons. Huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally like you get to pick your dio, you get to pick your figures and props, and just hit up his table.
isn't that
Yeah.
that's how Michael Amsberg got so good real quick, right?
I seen some of their yeah, they would do that. They'd go over, pound some beers and then freaking pretty much just grab some stuff, and they just like kind of cycle through some stuff.
No.
I wish someone lived that close where I could do that.
Right? We never get past the drinking when we meet up, man. We
I
don't get
know.
to the displaying. It's all talking and food.
Yeah. Next thing you know, it's like 4 in the morning. I'm like, ooh, I probably got to drive home, dude.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
You
I
got
gotta get more
Cheney.
figures. That's
You got Cheney in your neighborhood, Michael.
Yeah, I know.
Michael. Yeah, I've talked to Michael and I've talked to John. I haven't talked to any of the other guys yet. Maybe we text on Facebook, but I guess little by little, man. I'm new at this, so
Hmm.
Yeah, just with the
I guess you guys
photography
are
and
putting me out there now. Guess you guys are putting me out there now, so maybe that'll
Yeah.
help.
yeah, man. It's just with the photography and posing and stuff. It's just baby steps, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of ideas in my head, so it's kind of I'm getting the fever.
Yeah. And there's a lot of it's kind of like when you go to schools, like you could learn anything at home, but sometimes when you go to school, you learn the same thing a different way. So like with the camera
Right.
stuff, a lot of people will do certain things with a camera and like for example, if you want a really dark shot that's really clear, a lot of times people think, oh well, I'll just use one light and then I'm taking a picture of a dark scene and it'll look good and it comes out really grainy. Is because usually what you
Right.
actually got to do is put more light, and you need a camera where you can adjust the settings like the ISO and aperture and stuff. And so basically, there's the actual scene is really bright, but the picture is really dark because of what the camera did. And a lot of people
Right.
don't understand that because they think, well, I can just do, like what I said. Like for example, Logan Stark does really good, like crisp, dark pictures. And he uses a lot of like LED strip lighting, and it's really bright. But because of the way the camera, I forgot what it's called, but that piece inside the camera that interprets the lighting, it kind of fools the camera into thinking it's darker.
Interesting.
So yeah, just little stuff like that, like YouTube, different tutorials. Like think outside the box when you're trying to approach things. Like it's easier now, like how you were saying about like seeing other guys do dioramas. It's easier now to learn that way, but a few years ago, before that was available, you'd have to, like if you wanted to learn how to sculpt foam, you would look up like the railroad people that make like model train sets, like they'd carve mountains and towns and stuff out of the foam. Or like
Right,
painting
right.
customs, you would look up like Dungeons and Dragons miniature painting. And so just, think outside the box in terms of learning. And then with those skills, you can do anything.
As far as the dioramas, I've been watching a lot of the railroad guys because you learn a lot about the details.
Right.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
I've been tempted to hit up a lot of those guys who do stuff for different scales and say, okay, have you ever thought about doing stuff for larger scale figures? For like people who do either railroad or a Warhammer. All these guys that a lot of dio builders have gotten a lot of ideas from, and
Right.
say, hey, there's a lot of people who would.
Pro-
You can transfer those skills over to a larger scale.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys will probably put us out of business.
Yeah. No, we just need more
They-
dio
they-
builders in general because you guys get so
Yeah.
backed up.
Yeah,
That's
that's true
funny.
though.
I hit up some of those hot toy sculpting, painting artists,
Mhm.
and I'll
Yeah, I got-
message them and I'll be like, "Yo, you guys fucking paint 1/12 scale?"
Mhm.
And no one's ever replied.
They're all fucking nerd.
I don't do that shit.
We don't paint dollies here.
Action figures.
We make
Toys.
hot toys.
Yeah, there's a. Well, didn't one of those guys come from like I think one of the dudes who did the Wolverine? Didn't he come from like a 1/6 scale?
No, he works for Hasbro.
Yeah, May. What is this? May shelf?
Okay.
Yeah, he's done actually a lot of the recent figures we've been getting, like the Shield Agent with the Nick Fury heads and stuff. He did those heads. He did Sandman.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Nice.
The Goblin, Green Goblin. He has them all on his Instagram. Everything he's done.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Even the big ones, the Captain America and Iron Man and stuff.
Yeah.
So has he said anything about about Hasbro giving him direction? Because if he did the regular Wolverine head, the one that just came out, that again, that's a very boring expression on his face. It was like, was that his idea, or was somebody directing him to give him that blank look?
I'm sure somebody's. No what?
Well, I think for the Wolverine was his idea because he did it himself outside of everything. I don't know about his official work though.
Oh no, it isn't Todd. You're talking about his regular mask face, right?
Yeah, the one that came with the figure.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they have an artistic director who's like, just make him look fucking neutral, make them all look neutral.
Yeah, but I mean,
The expression.
But you talked about figures that do have good expressions, like you said, like the Hobgoblin, the what's his name? Something Anger.
Dirk Anger.
Dirk Anger.
That smirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those are great. We need more characters. More figures that are not just they look bored to tears.
Yeah.
Oh,
my thing.
No, go ahead.
No. My thing is they should just give us an extra head,
Mm-hmm.
an expression head with all these figures. Give us a neutral look, just for like vanilla posing and something simple, and then give us that swappable head where we can actually see these figures in action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be the best solution. Because I was gonna say, like, from a business standpoint, neutral is the best way to go. Because I'm trying to think of an example. I know it's a Toy Biz figure, but the Green Goblin variant where it was Norman Osborn head.
Yeah.
If that was like the only one that they released, it'd be really cool looking, but it'd also be really limiting. Like, think of a Spectrum, and you'd be stuck on one side. Like, you couldn't have him just, sitting there brooding with that face.
Right.
So I understand why the neutral is like the go-to, is because you can, especially they try to bullshit and say they don't know about a lot of the photography and stuff, but the time and time again it's been proven that what they do these days is guided by it, so they know what people in the community do. So I'm sure there's a little bit of like leniency there where they're like, well, let's do a neutral expression because these guys are going to find some way to convey whatever they want.
Dude, there's no way they can deny that these figures that they're making now are going towards collectors. You think kids are out there grabbing these things as soon as they hit the shelf?
No.
Like, dude, these kids are at school. You think they fly off the shelves because there's some fucking 9-year-old who's been begging his parents that he wants, an X-Men figure or an Avenger figure? Dude, as soon as these things hit the floor, it's a collector.
I don't see no kids out there at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday at True.
Exactly.
Where are all the kids at Comic-Con waiting for those exclusives?
Exactly. So either they're naive, which I doubt, and I'm highly, 99% sure they know where these figures are going. They know who's buying them.
Oh, definitely.
What we're, demanding as far as what they're putting out there. And, they're just trying to cut cost, bottom line.
I can never find anything here in Chicago.
Well, you live right next to John. We already, went over that. So you're SOL.
But even John is having problems finding stuff sometimes.
You got to hit up Amsberg,
man.
bro. He's always out in the wild.
Who's that?
Michael Amsberg.
Oh, okay.
He's always out in the wild, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That guy's fucking. He's always out in the wild, man.
As soon as the doors open, he has his kids run every which way.
He's got his fucking like Australian safari hat with like the one side pinned up.
Seeing John and Mike in a car going toy hunting is the most dangerous thing I've seen. Those dudes clean up, dude.
Yeah, but I don't. No offense, but I can't get behind Midwest collectors that complain about not finding shit, because you guys have so many more stores that sell figures than we do. Especially, well, now unfortunately Hastings is closed.
Yeah, I never even knew about a place called Hastings.
Yeah, but man, there are so many other places that sell figures, and we only have Target, Toys R Us, Kmart, Walmart, and Walgreens. That's pretty much.
GameStop now too.
GameStop, okay.
I've actually found some of mine on GameStop. That's about the only place.
Yeah.
I haven't even been able to find Deadpool yet. So
Yeah, that got eaten up quick.
yeah.
No, I haven't seen one in the wild yet. I have one, but I haven't seen one in the wild yet.
Yeah.
There's but so many times Amazon has had a lot of these hard to find figures have gone up multiple times.
Oh yeah, I forgot to turn off my notifications for that Deadpool, and like every week they put Deadpool up at least once.
Yeah.
I just hate waiting for things.
Pre-order, man. That's another thing too, is like being able to afford stuff. As if you pre-order in advance, you kind of know how much money is going towards it, and so you can just kind of put that towards that.
And then sometimes you forget how many shit you pre-ordered and you combined it.
Right.
Like for me in January, I'm gonna get raped.
Well, those Japanese pre-orders, those are the dangerous ones.
Yeah, it's all from Ami, dude. I looked on my Japanese or January pre-order. Oh fuck.
Is that all the Star Wars ones?
It's some of the Star Wars one, and it's this one Japanese mafia guy.
Oh yeah.
And then it's Bruce Lee.
The Yakuza. Oh no, the Yakuza guy should be coming out this month. You're talking about that, like the older guy?
Yeah, the older guy with like the beige suit.
Wait. Yeah, and he's got the sunglasses.
I think so. Fuck, I can't even remember it again.
Because there's an older guy who has sunglasses. He's actually a cop. And then the other guy, he has like kind of like a button-down shirt with like slick back hair.
Yeah. I think it's that one.
Yeah, I think it's from the game Yakuza.
Yeah.
He was. I think he's supposed to be coming out this month. It says November, but then it said last month it said it's supposed to come out. So
and then I just pre-ordered the Spider-Man. That's slated for January too.
And all those busty PVC figures aren't helping either.
Yeah, Amazon or not Ami, all the Japanese websites, it's almost not cost effective anymore unless you buy a lot of stuff from them. The shipping on just the one or two items is getting to be too expensive. Like, I got those wind effects, and it would have cost me the same amount, if not less, to get them on Amazon because the shipping was so fucking
There's
expensive.
2 things that I know it wasn't us per se, but it affected the world economy. That Brexit thing, like the day after they announced Brexit, you noticed the Japanese value just shot up.
Yeah, but what is that? Brexit is England, is the UK. What is that?
Yeah, I know.
Japan.
I don't know. I just am telling you that it was like the day after Brexit, every website, like Ami, all them announced at the time that pre-orders, that if you had paid for a pre-order, some of them were honoring it, but a lot of them you had to pay the difference now because something of Brexit affected the world, economy, and the what is it? The yen? It like shot up by like $1 or $2 like overnight because of Brexit. And then the other thing too is that they're a lot more open to like selling in the U.S., like how Barnes and Nobles have them, and like there's we can get shit now. Like Amazon gets pretty much all the import figures at least once, so that's why the prices have kind of balanced out. Where it used to be like $5 or $10 cheaper to get it from Japan, now it's kind of more or less even across the board.
Yeah, I'd be a lot less one or two. I mean, I've never been a big import buyer. I buy all the Tamashi effects pretty much, and a figure, maybe one or two figures a year. But I'm more and more often I'm probably just gonna be waiting to go on Amazon because it's starting to get not price effective anymore.
Yes, well, especially the effects too. I don't know why, but the effects, like their prices just go all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
One week they'll have them for $10, then the next week they'll be $30, and then it's just always in flux. I think even the average price now retail for effects is like $25 each, right?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was
Crazy.
looking at that shit. I was like, fuck, dude, I thought they were like $15.
They used to be.
And I was like, fuck, now they're like $25.99, shit like that. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, if you have Prime, like the Thunder Blue effects are 22 and change. Those are the most expensive ones. Actually, the red explosions, those are 30.
Yeah, but see, even those, when they first dropped, those were 25. Then they went on sale for 17, and now you're saying they're 30. See, that's what I mean. Like they're all over the place.
Yeah.
That's why I still don't even have the ground effects, because I'm waiting for the next time they dip to like $10.
Yeah, they're like 16 right now. The Impact, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the brown and black one.
Mm-hmm. So, Oggy, what are your some of your favorite characters that you would like to see figures made for that haven't been made, or that you already have?
Marvel, or
It could be anything. Yeah.
Marvel, I'd like to see. I mean, I think everything that's out there right now is pretty cool. And like I said, I got to catch up so much that there's so many. Like I got to get Deadpool still. I don't even have Wolverine yet. So, the last one I got was the Iron Fist. So,
it's a great figure.
Yeah, you guys usually like keeping your stuff in the box, or you open them up, or you buy one to open and one to
rock and one to stock.
There you go. Yeah.
Most of the time I open it, sometimes I'll buy one to rock, one to stock, just like on certain stuff.
Yeah.
But
Right.
most of the time I'm opening that shit.
Yeah, I open them all.
Yeah, for the most part, if I buy extras, most of the time I open up the extras as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't have time, I don't have space to be storing a whole bunch of fucking carded figures.
I literally had to open up like 15 figures for me to even fit in my closet to do the podcast right now. Because I haven't done a podcast here because I did one at my grandpa's. I did I think 2 at my grandpa's house. I can't remember, but I hadn't been in here a while, and I just been stocking shit up, and my room's a fucking mess. And I was just like, dang, dude, I have all this shit I haven't opened.
I wish I had that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to answer your question, I can't think of anything right now. But yeah, I got to catch up. A lot of catch up.
What figures are you looking for that you don't have? You said Wolverine and Deadpool. What
Right.
Are
Yeah, I
those,
don't have
like,
those. I don't have much of anything right now. I mean, if I could probably count them in one hand, man. I got
Oh.
maybe 10, 15 figures right now that are in the box. I haven't even opened them yet, but
Well, you got Spider-Man already, so you're on a you know.
Yeah, that was probably the first one I got. It was Spider-Man.
What Jason do you have? You said you had a Jason figure?
The one the 3D one that just came out.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one's tight. That's a good one to have.
Cool. I actually opened it and then so I could touch it and then put it back in the box.
That's the
Make
cool
sure
thing about
the legs didn't fall off.
I know that's what kind of sucks about the NECA, because like the boxes are so cool that it's just like I open it, but I want to put it back in. I don't want to chuck the box and like just put the figure and the accessories like in a bag and put it like in a drawer, like leave it on display. Like I like it in the box.
Right. Yeah, I put it right back in the box, and at least until I could do something for it. Maybe then I'll take it out.
Some of my older ones, the box all fucked up from taking it in and out so many times.
Yeah.
Shit's all loose.
No, that's how Randy wants you to do it. Leave them in the box.
Exactly.
I want to see something from The Thing, the movie The Thing.
Oh,
I would like to see some of those figures.
That'd be
I
tight.
want to hit the clown figure.
Pennywise?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I need one.
Dude, it's gotta have voice action though, dude. So you can hear Tim Curry's nasty ass voice, dude.
Oh my god, I would fucking throw it over the balcony. That shit just fucking accidentally goes off one day while I'm looking through my toy box.
or how like I think it was the SDCC video game Friday the 13th where you open it and it would play the music for the video game. They should do that where you open the face of it and then you see the figure and it has like Tim Curry saying some nasty ass shit.
Oh fuck.
I'd want a defective one just so I could hear him when he's always like, "Nyah, nyah,
Balloon, balloon, balloon.
We all float down here.
Even better, what's the actor's name from Independence Day and Jurassic Park?
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
Fucking Jeff Goldblum, man.
Him too.
He's the best.
I think didn't McFarlane make some figures for The Thing, like maybe some of the monsters.
Yeah, but those are I think the movie maniacs, right?
Yeah,
it's just a statue.
No, there was a Kurt Russell, wasn't there?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
think
That's
there was a
Escape
Kurt
from LA
Russell
one.
thing. Or maybe I'm thinking about Hot Toys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or you
those-
could be thinking about Snake Plissken.
Oh yeah, maybe that too.
NECA made one based on like the Grindhouse movies.
Call me Snake.
I loved that movie when it came out.
What's up? You like Escape from LA too, Todd, or nah?
No, not as
What?
much. I haven't. To be fair, I haven't seen it in a really long time.
Todd's
Well,
not
I mean-
much of a surfer.
You don't want to surf you don't want to surf the fucking the LA River and during acid rain, dude. That shit's tight. Yeah, I mean, Escape from LA is fucking way cheeseball, but it's tight still. Fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, even Escape from New York is pretty cheesy, but it's still.
It's just creepy though.
Oh, that John Carpenter music, man.
That shit fucks you up. Like
Yeah,
you listen to that shit, you watch that shit like in the dark late at night. That shit fucks you up. I'm not even kidding, dude. You're like leaving your room to go to the bathroom, no lights on. You're like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's one of those. I mean, the John Carpenter films, like half the fucking movie is just the music was so good.
Yeah.
All the synth music.
He was a master. He's very underrated as a composer.
You know, John Carpenter was in LA like I think last year doing like a signing and stuff. I wanted to go so bad, but it was like specific that he's only signing like this comic book that he like helped do music for or some shit. I don't know.
What?
No, I'm just playing on the music part, but he like did something with the comic or something, but it was like really specific that like that's the only thing he'll like sign or something.
You know when you walk into like certain stores, like liquor stores or something, and they'll have like a beep or a sound when you walk in?
Yeah.
They should have a comic shop do like John Carpenter sounds when you walk through the door.
The hell's that?
I could only wish.
Or a Suncoast even. If they brought Suncoast back, John Carpenter music playing.
Nah, they would capitalize and do the Stranger Things when you walk in.
He did.
Yeah.
He directed Halloween, right?
I don't know.
Mike Myers.
That one I don't know. I think so,
Yeah.
but I can't confirm.
Yeah, I'll have to. Gotta Google that.
He did They Live.
Oh, I still gotta see that.
What?
Dude, it's been a year since I did that entry, Todd. You've been saying I gotta watch that for over a year now.
Even I watched it. I hadn't seen it back then. I was like, I'll watch it, and even I got around to watching it.
Dude, we could. Hey, oh fuck, dude. When we were at Stan Lee's LA Comic-Con Kamikaze Expo, I could have took you to the spot where they fought, dude. They fought for like I think they fought for like, is it 8 minutes or 13 minutes? It's like the longest fight scene in like cinematic history. The alley's right there.
The one where it's just the two guys like fighting over the
Keith
glasses.
David. Yeah, it's Keith David, and he's like, put him on. Roddy Piper's trying to get him put on the glass, and they fought. It's right fucking couple blocks down from where we were at the LA Convention Center. You just got to walk a few blocks.
Damn, you guys could have fought and everything.
I know, dude. Like, Todd, put on my glasses. And Todd's like, dude, I'm not putting them on. I was like, Todd, eat the bacon wrapped hot dog.
Yeah, those were looking pretty sketch. Those fucking hot dogs.
Hey, dude.
You don't like Mexican hot dogs, Todd?
No, dude. So I haven't been to a Clippers game in a while, but dude, they're fucking. It went from like a couple people with the bacon wrap fucking hot dogs to like 1 million people. I swear there was like 100 people with the fucking bacon wrap hot dogs, dude.
Yeah, it was about a dozen.
There's more than a dozen, dude.
There were thousands.
There's like legitimately 100.
Punker Mike put on his They Live sunglasses, and everyone was carrying bacon wrap hot dogs.
Yep, I was right.
Consume.
I was like, dude, fucking switch it up, dude. Everybody had the same thing on the fucking thing.
Directed and scored by John Carpenter. That's right. I used to have that. That makes a really good ringtone. That Michael Myers theme.
That shit's creepy too. At first, I thought you were gonna say you downloaded the whole movie on a cassette tape. Would you do that? Would you say you did that with Todd?
Oh yeah. I did that with Conan the Barbarian.
There was more than one.
Yeah, I did it with a bunch of. But I used to I put my boombox in front of and our TV only had one speaker.
That's right.
Oh no.
Yeah, put the fucking boombox in front of the TV microphone and record it. I did Conan the Barbarian. God, I'm trying to remember what else. I think maybe Blade Runner.
You want to hear fucking Harrison Ford talk that much? Dude, Harrison Ford's the shittiest narrator ever.
Dude, Todd's been into podcasts since before they were even conceived.
I'm trying to remember what else.
So, I know we kind of talked about this before, but I'm forgetting now. So you listen to them basically like they were like radio show kind of things, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
It's like movie on tape, dude.
Yep.
It's like book on tape, but movie on tape. Who was saying that? That was Dave Castle. He said he didn't know, like he didn't read the comics. Remember, he'd look at the pictures and he'd record himself making the stories.
Oh yeah.
And then he went back. And he's like, "What the fuck?" That shit's tight.
I would love to hear that.
That's so cool, dude. I wish the kids don't do that shit nowadays, man.
Nah, man, kids' attention span these days are nothing.
That reminds me, I have to bug a friend of mine that we were good friends in high school. And we used to play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons together. And,
Recorded sessions? Please.
Yeah, he accidentally hit record one time on when we were playing. I don't know if it was Dungeons and Dragons or one of the other RPGs that we used to play. And he has somewhere he has that tape, and I need it so I can make a copy of it.
Audio or visual?
Just audio.
Oh, okay.
just a cassette tape, and oh, it's got to be so hilarious to hear us talking about all that shit.
How old were you, Todd?
We
What do
were
you
like
think?
15, 16.
Hell yeah.
You know, the funny part, your voice will sound the same.
Shit. I wasn't. I don't know. I wouldn't say I was an early. I didn't really hit puberty hard until my sophomore year. Well, between my freshman and sophomore year, I grew like 5 inches or something. It was crazy.
That's like 16, right? 15, 16?
Could have been. Yeah, probably between 14 and 15, I'm thinking. I don't know.
Punker Mike and Al Chang don't know. They were both born 6 feet tall.
Literally, I was like 6 feet tall overnight, dude. I woke up and I was like, my feet were off the bed. None of my clothes fit. I'm like, what the fuck? I had armpit hair. I'm like, what?
It's like Goofy movie when Max is turning into Goofy.
Yeah, dude, it was like that. I woke up and Mom's like, what the hell? What happened? I'm like, shit, I had a good sleep, dude. I was like, Mom, I don't know what you put in those enchiladas last night, but damn.
Yeah, weren't you saying that your like your first driver's license, it was your height was 5'10", and you're like 6'2" now?
Yeah, on my driver's license, I think I was, when I got my license, I think I was 5'9". 5'9" or 5'10", something like that. And yeah, now I'm like 6'2".
Holy shit. Yeah, that's pretty rare to have that big of a growth spurt that late in life.
But I don't know. I think I like grew up slow because I like kept growing. I think I'm still growing, dude. I don't even know.
No, yeah, guys grow up until they're like 23 or 24. It's just gradual. But girls, that's why like girls when they hit puberty like develop much faster because it hits them like more at one time, and then guys usually it goes into the 20s.
I had this one friend, dude. He grew up in like 7th grade. He looked like a straight man, dude. Like he was built. He was a straight man, dude. Like he looked like he was like 26, and like, dude, he looks like that to this day, dude. Like when he was like 12, up until this day, he like right when he turned 12, dude, he was like a man, and he just stayed like that, like real quick. That shit was funny.
You didn't feel comfortable changing in the locker room?
That was funny when I don't know if it was when we were at Kamikaze or before then. I think it was after. Yeah, it was after, because when we were posting pictures of all of us together, and they saw how big Al Chang was, and they're like, "Damn, I've never seen an Asian guy that big before." And it was funny. There's a big misconception about Korean people, because when I was over in Korea, there were a lot of dudes that were. I'm 5'10", and there were a lot of dudes that were taller than me. So, of course, Al just now he's back. We were talking about how tall you are, Al.
You're muted, Al.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I was over in Korea, I was surprised at how tall. Like, there's that stereotype that all Asians are short, but
No,
not in Korea. Yeah, so
it's a different breed now. The food is changing us.
yeah.
I was just gonna say that you're always posting food on your page.
Yeah, it's what we eat.
All that bulgogi.
I got that Mongol blood in me.
Mongolian.
I don't know if you guys know this, but fucking when Asian babies are born, right? I don't know about like Japanese or China, maybe Chinese, but Koreans, when their babies are born and they look at their butt, right? And if their butt has this purple imprint on it, like a birthmark looking thing, it means that they're a Mongolian descent.
Dang.
Yeah. So
you're telling us you got a purple ass right now, or what?
No, I did when I was born. And it's supposed to, signify that your bloodline was like, it originated from fucking Mongolians. Because that's what Koreans are. We're like a mix of Mongols and Chinese and, same with Japanese people. But yeah. But when I went to basic training, my drill sergeant was like, "God damn it, Chang, you're the biggest fucking person I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm gonna call you Po."
That from
Fucking Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
I was like, Po? What the fuck? Fucking the entire time, he was like, he used to fucking bring his drill sergeant friends on. He was like, "Hey, come over here. Chang, get over here. This is the biggest fucking Asian you've ever seen in your life."
Come on, Chang, show him the ass.
And I was like, I'm a fucking Mongol.
Show us your Mongol ass.
Yeah, but that shit, oh man. That shit was fucking.
That was before they got you on the MREs.
Oh, dude. I'm stocking up on MREs, man. The world come to an end tomorrow and I'll be ready to go.
Boom.
Have you guys seen these new Ghostbuster figures that look like Hot Toys? But I think they're one
Bill Murray?
scale.
They're 1/12?
No, 1/6.
Okay.
I see it on AmiAmi right now. It's a pre-order.
I don't fuck with dolls, man.
It looks too real. Did you know AmiAmi has pre-owned figures?
Yeah,
Did
every once in a
I
while.
tell you guys?
Yeah, it's usually just the packaging that's might be fucked up.
Yeah, but it's like $10 off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, you can get some good deals.
It's only missing a leg. $10 off, bro.
It's just rattling around the package. Just pop it back on.
There's no joints inside. You just place the limbs inside the fucking plastic holder.
Yeah, they're real particular about packages over there. So if if they say like the package is not perfect or whatever, it's so minor that you won't even notice it.
So 1/6 scale is Hot Toy size, right?
Correct.
Okay.
12-inch.
Man, one day I'll buy a Hot Toy. One day.
When I grow up, I want to buy a hot toy.
When I grow up, I want to be a big boy. Get a big boy toy.
Well, Oggy, thanks so much for coming on with us.
It was a lot of fun, guys.
You guys have any last-minute questions?
Can we expect to see some dope setups from you soon?
A couple weeks, maybe.
All
Yeah.
right.
Working on something right now. Well, a couple things right now. Trying to do more than one at a time right now. But yeah,
Are you gonna try and be in the tournament this year?
you mean the ACBA?
Uh huh.
I'm not even at your level, guys.
Oh man, that's how you can't. What's it called? I forget the saying, but you gotta try it.
Take a picture and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to get better, man. Just start snapping away.
Who knows? Who knows? I got a couple dioramas I could use, I guess.
Even take some pictures, man, and shoot them to Connor or Michael Amsberg and ask him, like, yo, man, what do you think I should change about this? Kind of anybody. You can hit up one of us.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Anybody,
That
man.
sounds
I get people all the time hitting me up and be like, they take a couple shots and be like, hey, what do you think of these 3 shots? What would you change and kind of stuff?
Yep.
And I'll give my honest opinion. They need to change multiple things if I like it.
That sounds cool, man. I might just do that.
Yeah, do it, man.
Yeah,
Everybody's
he only
doing
charges by the hour, so it's pretty affordable.
The first 5 consultations will just cost you a smaller diorama, and then we'll work from there.
There we go. Just one wall, right?
One Connor wall.
No, man. No way. It was fun, guys. It was fun hanging out with you guys for a couple hours.
What's your Instagram?
Oggy Dials.
Okay, cool.
Pretty much the same. It just shortened up the diorama.
Now, kind of looking forward to seeing the displays you guys put up for the tournament.
When is the tournament?
Oh, the
You can sign up
entries-
now.
Yeah,
But
entries are live now. I think the first round is due the 27th. So in
And how does
three
I was
weeks.
curious, how does it work? I mean, the rounds, you take put in a couple pictures, or you got to do pictures?
no, it's a video. Like you make a fully contained display, and then you do like a video of it, like almost like you're making like a movie almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so instead of just
All right.
taking like maybe a couple shots of a display, you kind of film it and make it kind of cinematic. So you don't move the display, or you can have multiple displays set up, but you kind of just film it to make it kind of like anywhere from 30 seconds to like just under a minute. Add music and different stuff to kind of tell a story instead of just one picture.
And just move the camera around the picture, or
Yeah, or you can edit it. Like what I do, I'll film a bunch of different angles, and then I'll just edit it together, do whatever makes the story flow a little better, and then like add music and like transitions and stuff like that. And then so on the AC, you're part of ACBA, like the group, right?
right?
Yes. Oh, actually, just on the like page too. As long as you hit the like page, after the entries are due, it has all the links to everybody's video. So it'll send you a link to everybody's YouTube channel. So it'll have mine, and you can click on the link, and it'll go to my video on my YouTube channel. Same with Wisman. It'll have Wisman's entry, and you can click on that, and it'll go. So it kind of has a directory to everybody's YouTube channel, so you can watch 100 or so entries or whatever ones, even if you only want to look at the ones that look cool from the screen grab or whatever.
Right.
And then so on and so on.
Since you can't, one of the big rules is you can't move anything because it has to be one type of display. So
you can't even move the camera around the display.
No, you can move the camera. I just mean you can't move the figures or
Okay.
And so a lot of times you have to plan out a story. So for example, your bank vault, what you could do is have like someone opening the vault, and then have a shot of that, go past them into the vault, and have like something going on inside. So that way you can keep the story moving instead of just going over the same setup the whole time.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
cool.
It's kind of limiting though, because it kind of sucks. Like you would want to have, like if you're gonna tell a story, sometimes you want to have him maybe tinkering with the mechanisms on the vault, and then have him opening it, have him go in, kind of. But you can't, like Wisman said, you have to kind of plan it where everything's stationary, without moving the figures, without moving the pieces.
Yeah, you can't move the props or anything.
Make them bigger, man. That way you could.
Yep. Tell them. Tell them.
Make them bigger. Sounds good.
All right, Oggy, have a good night, man.
All right, you guys do too, man. It was fun.
Yep.
All right. We'll triple see you later.